It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see the Aviators, leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Aviators and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Aviators of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
18 carries, 79 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here's Ty Zentner now.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Jones. His throw incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The throw over the middle, taken in. His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I'm trying to find Jamison Williams, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
A give. This is Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Aviators get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Washington ready to try again on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. Gets past one man. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces. The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 5.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at about the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chicago offense set to get started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson from a yard out. And the Aviators continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Aviators are pouring it on.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Back to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw here. That is caught. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going underneath, He's got Hawkinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Here's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Able to slither by. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get
Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Holding. Offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Commanders first down.
Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones to throw on 3rd down. To the sideline and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
2nd and 4.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Complete to Daniel Bellinger. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb,
his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Hall to start the drive.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw-out run going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 197 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 19.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
Waddle, the motion man right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 33, here's a second down at 6.
Second and 6.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball.